beautiful Virgo, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your soulmate journey reading. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about. I'm only on YouTube, so you can catch my videos free online on YouTube alone. I'm not on any other platforms. So if anyone contacts you for money, e-gifts or donations, please report them. It is a scam. It is not me. If they're masquerading as me, report them, okay? Just so you're aware. Let's get straight to it, my beautiful Virgo. This is your soulmate journey reading. Things are going to be a little bit different in this reading. I thought it would be nice to cleanse your space hourly as well as mine at the same time, although I've already done the sage and all of that. So please be aware there's going to be 3 loud sounds. So if you're wearing headphones, please adjust to your headphones. So I do not want to hurt your wonderful ears, okay? Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Virgo, this is going to be the Soulmate Spread. It's 9 cards and I'm using the Good Tarot by Colette Baron-Reid. You only read the uprights in this deck. So let us see what is coming on your soulmate journey. So this reading is for people who have already met their soulmate or those people who have not yet met their soulmate. This is a description of the soulmate journey that you and this person are meant to take. Right at the end, I will be pulling extra cards for those who have not met their soulmate yet and see if we can get a timeline or if there's any further lessons or anything that we're meant to know on the soulmate journey before you meet the soulmate. And I'll see if they can give me an idea of when or how, or, you know, let's see what comes out in the cards there. But this is just a description of your journey and the person, well, quite complex actually. This never normally happens with the cards. So complex journey you've got already, Virgo. We haven't even pulled a card. You may be saying, tell me about it. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? Please tell them about their soulmate journey and the soulmates that they are meant to have in this lifetime. So we have the 2 of Water. Beautiful. Now, this is what your soulmate is like. This is the first position. This is a description of your soulmate. Very loving. We will go further. I'm going to get the 9 cards first to get an overall balanced view. For this particular spread, that's how I work on this spread. So, whoa, okay. How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. Oh, wow. This is some pretty intense energy here, Virgo. To get a Wheel of Fortune and a King of Fire. Woo! Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Thank you so much. Okay, this is the contract that you have with each other. We have 4 cards in this position. How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. Oh, interesting. Okay. And we've got the 5 of Air. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? What are they meant to know regarding their soulmate's journey? Okay, so definitely a very transformative love relationship here, Virgo, with you and your soulmate. Whew, okay, so it's starting to hot up here. So very intense connection, actually, very passionate, but one that is difficult to have found in the first place, okay? So let us begin. Now, the 2 of Water describes your soulmate, your person. Now, this person could have very strong water in their chart, whether that's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. It doesn't mean that it is their predominant sort of like sun or moon or rising kind of energy, but they could have strong water placements elsewhere in their chart. It means they're very emotional, this person, very deep. This person tries to seek balance and beauty in their world. They try to keep everything level. Now, you know, that could also mean there's a little bit of Libra going on in their chart as well. Very creative kind of person. Someone who is very open and honest with their emotions, Virgo, which may lead you sometimes to not... it's not that you don't fully understand them. It's that you seek to understand deeper with this person. It's a very transformative relationship. You help them in certain ways and they help you in certain ways. Now, this person's very loving. very, very loving. So whether you've met your soulmates already and you know this to be true, or whether you have yet to meet your soulmate, there's a lot to look forward to here. I mean, you and this person, you're so alike. It's like a mirror, okay? Now, you may have even joked with this person, or you will joke in the future, that both of you are like the same. Now, this is not going to be for everyone, Virgo, but they're just giving me this. Ooh, it's got super hot now all of a sudden. What they're giving me here is that you and this person at some point, oh wow, I hope you saw that light flicker. I hope you caught it on camera. It's basically, I've got a light here to spotlight the reading for you, and the whole thing is flickered. I've even changed the bulb going, you know, just in case. Spirit is here with me. They're sort of guiding the reading, but occasionally they give other signs and signals, and I've changed the light bulb and everything. So it went really dark the other day, and I was like, is that out? But if I put that light bulb anywhere else in the house, it works, no problem, just in here. So this is where I you know, convene with my guides. Anyway, let's move on. They're giving me and this is confirmation really with the light, is that you and this person at some point will have worn similar clothes. Okay, so if that was you and you're like, hot damn, I met my person, I was wearing blue jeans, they were wearing blue jeans, I was wearing a black top, they were wearing a black top, they were wearing you know, pinstripe jacket, I was wearing pinstripe jacket, I don't know, it's like that. I was wearing red sneakers, they were wearing red sneakers. There's something there. They don't have to be exactly identical, but there's something similar in either the color scheme or what you were wearing, and you kind of make a joke about it, that it's almost like you're a twin, okay? And I know that sounds like twin flame energy as well, so I feel like it's not as destructive. Okay, this is a very loving relationship here, Virgo. This is someone who is just so kind, so gentle, who matches your energy. You feel peace with this person. It's almost like it's effortless. I mean, every relationship has arguments, and we all say things we do mean to hurt the other person, and we say things that we don't mean to hurt the other person, because we're trying to learn how to express ourselves with each other as humans in general, not just in love relationships. But I feel like this is such a peaceful relationship, knowing that your counterpart, it's meant to be, it's fated, okay? There's something here as well about the forgiveness in this relationship, you and this person, the way that you forgive each other. It's not that you take each other for granted, no way, but you manage to work through problems and forgive each other and let things go much more easier than in other relationships that you may have been in, because you both understand that you're in the flow of this, and there's just so much synchronicity in the relationship with you and this person. This person wears their heart on their sleeve, Virgo. This person goes deep. Okay, this person has so much love and respect for you. It's very deep, this person. Very private, this person sometimes. They close themselves off emotionally when they're trying to work through things. It's not that they're shutting you out, but you may overthink it and feel like they're shutting you out. But actually, they need time to process things in a different way. Sometimes, Virgo, you're the sort of person who's like, okay, I need to sit with my own thoughts. And you can work things out quite quickly, or you can see the solution much quicker than other people because your brain just goes like a mile a minute. But this person you're with, they need time, okay? They are very much, they linger in their emotions to really process things. And you may feel like this person dwells more in their intuition and their emotions sometimes than a logical kind of sense. Now that's no bad thing, but I feel like that's where you both sort of act each other. You know, I feel like you bring a sense of logistics and solutions and, you know, seeing things in a different way, a clearer way than your counterpart, where they use intuition and they use emotions, and they sometimes rely on hunches that are just right. Okay, I feel like you both teach each other. So you teach the person, your soulmates, to see things in a more logical way, or to plan, have a more structured way of doing things. And they teach you about trusting your intuition, because Virgo, you're very intuitive. You're a very beautiful sign that is very deep in your emotions, but sometimes you may have a bit of a head over heart kind of battle. And in certain circumstances, that's not just to do with love, that's to do with making career decisions, or making decisions that are based on, you know, friendships, who you can trust, who you cannot trust, all of those things. Now, you're very intuitive, but sometimes you may overthink it. And when you overthink it, then you start to lose sense with your initial gut reaction, your intuition. This person, your soulmate, really helps sort of mold that package, as it were, and encourage you to really trust your intuition, okay? So much desire, so much balance, so much beauty here. You exist in peace. It's just like you found each other. It is amazing. Okay, so now we're going to position number 2. Now this is a card that describes your past life relationship that you had. It was destiny. It was fated. You and this person, fate brought you together, and you promised each other that you would have another lifetime soul contract. In fact, I feel like it goes deeper than that. You and this person continue to come back to each other each lifetime because you cannot, there's a yearning. They just gave me the word yearning. There's a yearning here. You yearn for each other. And also they're again showing me this energy of mirror. Okay, you're so alike, and it's not that you're seeking someone who is just like you for ego purposes or anything like that. Now, I have to just explain myself a little bit. I do not believe that we are half when it comes to humans, and that we are looking for our other half, because that sort of presents a very unbalanced and uneven way of walking through life, because we're always searching for something other that is outside ourselves. What I believe personally is that we are all whole, and my guides have given me an energy that is not the correct way, because there's no right or wrong way. It's your way, okay? I just want to put that out there. I'm not here to tell you how to run your energy or your intuition, but the way my guides have informed me is that once we are whole all by ourselves and we love ourselves fully and we don't long or yearn for the other, actually that's when we attract the other, the counterpart. So two whole beings loving each other, themselves fully as separate entities, coming together and sharing in that divine love, rather than going off searching for your other half, because then you always feel like you're not complete, okay? And if you find in your lifetime that you've been single for a long time and you feel like you're searching for your other half, then you'll always feel incomplete. And then it is a self-perpetuating cycle where you never really fully match the vibrations of your counterpart because you're feeling incomplete, okay? Sometimes society has given us a very interesting way of looking at the soulmate. So I just want to sort of give you that energy that you're whole by or all by yourself. But this is a fated energy. You and this person are meant to be together in this lifetime. You were together. You were meant to be together in your last lifetime as well. That's because the previous lifetime you also made a contract to find each other, okay? You and this person, perfect synchronicity. Sometimes you read each other's thoughts, okay? Which sometimes, Virgo, you're like, ooh, that's a bit spooky. They're just on my wavelength. Excuse me, I do apologize for the coughing. This person, I mean, there's something here with you and this person, Virgo. As soon as you get together, things start getting better. Things start looking more lucky. Things start going the right way. Things start going in a very fortunate turning point in your life. Also, things like lucky breaks or, you know, hunches paying off. You and this person, I also feel, and I'm going to pull a card on it, you and this person, it was actually a gamble for you and this person to be with each other in a last lifetime, but you made it work. You found a way to be together. Why is that relevant? Because it may infiltrate the energy of this lifetime, that you may have to make certain sacrifices or feel like it is a gamble to come out of your comfort zone, or to choose. I feel choice is important because we've got 8 of water here and 7 of water. So I do feel like you choose over something else to come together, whether that's over other people, other relationships, or whether it is over work, or whether it is over distance, time. No matter the obstacle, you choose each time to come back together and find each other, no matter the obstacle. Now I'm just going to pull a card on that because I feel like there was a bit of a gamble in a last life to come together. So either you were sort of rebelling against family restraints. You know, maybe you were betrothed to another person, or, oh, we got a little click there on the camera, or I'm just going to check the camera actually, because when it clicks like that, sometimes, no, it's still going. Is that, no, it's still going. I feel like you and this person, you rebelled in order to be together. That's the energy that I'm getting with that card. So I just want to quickly clarify that energy. Thank you so much. That's how important this relationship. The Chariot, yeah. you may have eloped, okay? The Chariot card indicates, you know, you took a journey together, you took action, you took off, okay? You and this person, it is a lifetime's journey. You want to be with each other. Very successful union, okay? But I feel like you had to either run away, and it's not that it was in secret. I'll pull another card just to make sure. There was just so much love. Look at that. But there was conflict. So we've got the Ace of Cups here. I mean, divine love. That is you and this person just meant to be together. Okay, I'm getting true chills here. There's so much love here. It's transformative. There's all those butterflies coming out of that cup. So butterflies represent change, transformative energy. You know, moving from a stagnant position into a blossoming energy. So, but it looks like you and this person had to either run away to be together. Okay, we got the Five of Wands. As you can see, there was some game playing here, but also choice going on there. So it was a strategic move that you and this person, you had to be together. Five of Wands often indicates some sort of challenge or obstacle that had to be overcome. Perhaps it was rivalry, either you're betrothed to other people. Again, why is that relevant to the energy today? It's because you fought to be with each other in a lifetime previous, which means you may find that you're still fighting to be with each other against some obstacles today, whether you are, you know, finding it difficult to be with each other. You know, maybe you're in different countries, for example, you've met online, or there's been restrictions because we all can't travel in certain places, or you know, there's some sort of restriction or something that you had to overcome to get there. So for those Virgos who are already with their partner, there may have been, you know, they may have met their person and they were with someone else and they had to wait for that cycle to close down and then come and you could be together, or excuse me, vice versa. It could also be that you and this person met at work, for example, and you felt it was not something that would have been acceptable at work, so you had to fight restrictions. You get the gist. There's some indication that you and this person had to fight to be together, and in this lifetime it will follow over as well. Now the third position is, why is this person here in your current lifetime? To teach you to be bold, Virgo. I mean, I don't feel like you need to be taught to be bold. A lot of people say, oh, Virgos, you know, so virginal, so hell no. I know a lot of Virgos. I'm sorry. You know, there's light and dark to everybody, okay? We all have our secrets. We all have our way of doing things. We all, you know, as long as we're not hurting other people, I mean, you know, horses for courses, you know what I mean? But the King of Fire, I feel like it's about wearing your heart on your sleeve, Virgo. So doing something like that is not something that typically you would do. And this person is very, very open in their emotions. They call it as it is. If they love, they tell you they love. If they say, I'm finding it difficult to tell you how much I feel for you, and they haven't been able to say those three words, I love you, it's because they feel so deeply, but they find a way of telling you still, it is difficult to tell you how deep my feelings go for you. So they haven't actually gone there, but they're telling you that they would do anything to be in a relationship with you. This person, I feel though, they're quite free in their expression of love for you. And the King of Fire here, this person teaches you to come out of your comfort zone, be bold, and, you know, take action in certain areas that you may shy away from. Now also this person, Virgo, you're not the sort of person who you let your work or you let your skills speak for themselves. You're not someone to shout about what it is that you do. You're not someone who craves attention or anything like that. This person will actually teach you, and they're not schooling you. Okay, let's put it that way. They're not telling you what to do. They're not schooling you. It's their energy that you feed off. That's what I mean when I say they teach you and you teach them. But this person raises you up and makes you feel unstoppable, like you can do anything. Okay, they give you courage, that you felt like you had courage before, but even then, after meeting this person, or if you're with this person, it's almost like they raise you up even further, where you feel like you're invincible to take on your goals, your dreams, set up a business. You know, perhaps you're meant to be in business with this person as well. This is entrepreneurial energy. Perhaps they encourage you to be the best of who you always meant to be. So I feel like this person, their love raises you up. Their love is very influential in your world. You believe in yourself a little bit more and recognize that you are enough. Now, Virgo, the lesson to learn is to have done that all by yourself before you meet your soulmate. And I feel like you have already got there if you've met your soulmate. If not, that may be a little bit of more of a lesson that you need to remember. I mean, we've all got to learn that lesson, Virgo, so I'm not pointing a finger at you there. I mean, I struggled for many years. Excuse me, I wasn't a people pleaser, let's put it that way. I'm a Scorpio, so there's no people pleasing going on here. But there were deep moments of not feeling like I was worthy or enough of certain situations. The words they're giving me right now is imposter syndrome, where you're actually really good at what you do, but sometimes you feel like you don't deserve to be there because you feel like maybe it was a fluke or maybe it was, and that's not true at all, okay? They want you to know that you got this, whatever this is, you're really good at it, okay? But the King of Fire is Aries energy, and it's about being a bold leader, about power. This person shows you that you're more powerful than you ever recognized before, Virgo. And again, they're not coming in to school you. It's something that you feed off their energy because they are these things, okay? This person, a very creative person, very spontaneous person, very feisty, very confident, self-assured, but not egotistical. Okay, that's what your person is. Now, the contract that you have in this lifetime, this is the fourth position. You get 3 cards in this position, and your soul contract is about seeing things clearly. It's about having healthy boundaries. The Queen of Air is the soul contract before you met this person, Virgo, was to have those healthy boundaries, was to be self-sufficient. As I said, you know, there may have been Libran presence in the charts somewhere, either yours or theirs, very strongly. This is about having, you know, deeper wisdom of self, knowledge of self, having clarity of purpose, knowing what you were here on this lifetime to do, and also aligning yourself with that understanding, either taking the first step towards a business goal or dream, or perhaps helping the world in some way. The Queen of Air is someone who has integrity, okay? So your relationship is full of truth, integrity, good communication skills. You're aligning yourself with what it is you want in the long term, and you're walking away from anything that emotionally no longer serves you, okay? So if you found that relationships in the past were not fulfilling, Virgo, until you met your soulmate, you had to learn to walk away. You had to learn to see through all of the yearning to be with somebody and not wanting to fix things, because Virgo, your energy, and you know, we've all gone there. This is again not pointing a finger, so please don't shoot the messenger. We all fall in love with people at some point where we feel like they need fixing, okay? And we tend to be very caring, emphatic creatures, and we want to raise that person up, okay? And sometimes at detriment to ourselves is what they're giving me. You were meant to see, and your person was meant to see in very separate entities, separately, in different love relationships, or in, it doesn't have to be in love relationships, but in their life in general. They were meant to see that they lead with truth, they seek the truth, they see their purpose, but also they walk away from anything that emotionally is not fulfilling, or anything that creates a feeling of, how can I put that? Abandonment. So for example, if you or them have been in relationships before where people have ghosted them or ghosted you, or have not been emotionally available, you were meant to see the red flag straight away, nip it in the bud, and walk away with gratitude to have experienced the energy from that person, but thank you very much and no thank you and goodbye. Okay, so that was what you and this person were meant to experience before you come together. And then Seven of Water indicates choices. Now, also, and I'm going to pull a card on this, it's almost like you and this person were meant to experience some form of commitment issues, either in previous relationships or within yourself, feeling like something was never right, okay? Always searching, always yearning, because you hadn't met the soulmate. Okay, so whether that's true of you or your soulmate, or if you have yet to meet your soulmate, that will have been true of their journey, that they met lots of people who had commitment issues and were meant to learn to walk away from them as soon as they felt this is not emotionally right for me. Excuse me. We can love a person and we can really want to make it work, but it doesn't hit the spot that we are yearning to have hit. And I'm not talking between the sheets. I'm talking about in the soul. Okay, so we can meet a person who's just perfect on paper. They're perfect, but they just don't have that other that we're searching for. And I feel like that was true of both you and their relationships in their past, separately experienced. And then when you come together, you can see why nothing else worked. I'm just going to quickly pull a card on that Seven of Water. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? What are they meant to know? So I feel like you're meant to choose each other. Yeah. The Ten of Pentacles there, okay? You're meant to, it's almost like you're meant to feel like something's missing until you hit the jackpot, okay? And you're meant to walk away from anything that makes you feel like something's missing until you hit the jackpot. The Ten of Pentacles is like to settle down, have a family unit if that's what you're hoping for, but it is about, you know, deep commitment, walking through life, knowing that you're meant to be with this person and take the journey of life to old age and build some sort of family tree with that person, whether you commit to them through marriage or whether you commit to them long term. And you know, if you don't want to enter the institution of marriage, you don't have to, but or even have a family if you don't want to. But it is about knowing that you know, each lifetime, as you can see all the rings there on the tree, you know, each lifetime you find each other, you age with each other, and then you repeat the cycle. You go round and round and round. So it's about until you come back to each other. Okay. Now in the fifth position, in the fifth position here, we have the important lesson that they are teaching you. Okay. Now the Five of Air, especially in this deck, is that tension and overthinking. Okay. Mental conflict can sometimes be a good thing. Okay, because you get to re-examine your motives behind things, or you get to re-examine motives behind other people's way of doing things. But they're here to sort of almost, and you don't need validation because that's not the word I'm looking for. They just said validate, but I have to disagree on that. Could you give me another word for validate, please? Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. It's almost like they're meant to show you that sometimes conflict is good. If you're someone who doesn't like to rock the boat, if you have a different way of thinking, it's almost like they're here to challenge you mentally. I mean, you're both meant to, you know, both of you are on the same page in terms of a love relationship, but it's almost like you're both wordsmiths, the way that you use your words and the way that you think. You both think very differently, and that you can honor each other's differences and have like a passionate conversation about something. You may have different viewpoints, and even though you still disagree and you both are leading with your authentic truth, that it's okay to agree to disagree. It's okay to live and let live, as it were. It's almost like, even in the tension and the conflict, Virgo, they're not going to walk away because they love you no matter what. It's almost like they accept you no matter what. So it may be during your lifetime, Virgo, you may have felt like sometimes people have said you're very intense, or that you are, how can I put that? You're very strong in your opinions, and that's what I love about Virgo. Always strong in opinions, but also in truth, integrity, and some people may not like the harsh truth. And sometimes, Virgo, you may say to people, well, why did you ask me then? Why did you ask my opinion if you didn't really want the truth? Okay, this person, they really value your truth, but also they're the sort of person who can come back with some truth bombs as well. Okay, so, and sometimes there may be, I'm going to pull a card on it, but maybe it's almost like you both sometimes put the cat amongst the pigeons kind of energy with that, but they still want to be by your side. So you may have felt like in the past you've lost friendships or situations because you have said the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, or you've been very strong in your opinions and people have gravitated away from you. So you may have felt like perhaps you're not going to be your wonderful self. You're going to temper it in some way because you found love. That's not the case. This person, they're the same as you, okay? I feel like they actually honor that fact that they can have a really open, honest kind of debate with you about everything. You know, the price of fish, or, you know, whether the sky is blue or not. They love that about you. And it's okay to disagree. It's okay to argue. They're not going anywhere, okay? I hope that makes sense. I'm just going to, whoa. I'm just going to go get that card because it just exploded right over there. Yeah, look at this. We got the Page of Swords. Curiosity. You know, curiosity, Page of Swords, to investigate things deeper, to go below the surface. If you don't know something, it's okay to say, I don't know, I'll research it, I'll get back to you. It's okay to explore things and be quite sharp but very interesting about it. It's almost like both of you have a difference of opinion or a different way of thinking, and you can explore each other's way of thinking. Sometimes it may not make sense to you, Virgo, how their mind works, and vice versa, but that's okay. That's what's wonderful about human beings. You know, we get to debate things. We get to say, hey, this is the way I think about things, and then someone else says, well, I don't really agree with that. This is the way I see it. And you go, okay, great. Well, that's your opinion. That's my opinion. Two opinions can exist in honesty, in truth, from a perspective, okay? There's one thing that's very important. It's all about perspective. So one person's perspective, due to their life circumstances, is not going to be another's, because we all take a different journey, okay? Doesn't mean either is wrong or right, but what it does mean here in the situation is that both of you are willing to investigate things deeper and see the other person's point of view, okay? So that you can expand on knowledge. This card is about expanding on knowledge, okay? So that's what I really love about this soul journey. Now, the Eight of Fire is in the 6th position, which is how can you deepen your relationship? Excuse me. Number one is about passion. It's about, changes. I feel like it's an evolving relationship. It's not something that's going to be stagnant. Very passionate, absolutely, but very original and very unique. If you think about the panda does not mate with every other panda that comes their way. It's actually very difficult to get two pandas to mate or be with each other, and they have very specialized food and all of those things. So picky is important, Virgo. So if you felt like you've been single for a long time because you've been picky, then, that's okay. The right person will never pass you by. Your soulmate will gravitate towards you in divine timing. But it's all about loving self first. And for those of you who've already found your soulmate, you'll know that things change. Both of you sort of roll with the punches. All of us in life, we go through ups and downs, and both of you are together. You take action quickly. Nobody lingers in a sort of overthinking mode. Also, the Eight of Fire indicates transformation, okay? Travel. Perhaps you and this person travel together or want to travel together. You celebrate each other. And, it's almost like when you have good news, the first person you run to, Virgo, is this soulmate, and vice versa. And similarly, when it's not so good news, because life is life, right? You both gravitate towards each other. But I feel like it's to be adventurous, to sort of spurn each other to come out of your comfort zones, and also to trust the process with this card, this Eight of Fire. Now we've got transformation. This is the final position. How can you help them to grow? Now, I'm just going to give you some of the energy that we got here. Excuse me. So, strong water, as I said, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Probably more Scorpio energy than the other energy of the water elements. Doesn't have to be, but I'm feeling a stronger energy, a stronger pull towards Scorpio. We've also got some Aries there. Could be a bit Leo as well coming through. We've got very strong Libran energy as well. So they're the main energies I'm getting through. Doesn't mean, as I said, it's their sun, moon, or rising. It could be other placements they've got in their charts that governs those areas. But transformative energy. So how can you help them grow? You help transform them in a very positive way without being dominating or without trying to control who they are, Virgo. You just help them evolve and help them change. You help see them. It's almost like you help them see where they may be stuck or stagnant or not moving forward in life. You may also help them if they get obsessive in energy, because they're very intuitive and they do dwell in their emotions. And sometimes you may not understand exactly what they're processing, but you help them not to obsess it. You help them to see what they've got, where they've got it good when things are tough. The transformation card also indicates you help them with new beginnings. You help them release old habits that are detrimental to them that they may not have seen, and you help them release them so that they can make way for greater energy. Now I'm going to pull a quick card on that because I feel like both of you transform each other and raise each other up. Thank you so much for it, guys. Great angels, can you please guide? Thank you so much. Ace of Cups. Yeah, you transform them with love. Okay, there's just so much love here. As I said before, there's all the butterflies which represent, changes, the stages we go through. Your love transforms them for the better. You're not fixing this person. That's the most important thing, Virgo. You're not fixing this person. You're actually leading by example, and you're just sort of offering advice when it is asked for, that sort of energy. Okay, but your love raises them up. Your love transforms them in ways that you cannot even think that you may transform a person's life, but they do the same for you. Now, for those people, okay, who are nervous and worried about, when am I going to meet this person, Baba? I haven't met this person. What's going on there? The Nine of Swords is a lot of anxiety there, okay? Maybe you felt like you've been in relationships where you've had to watch your back, you do not trust. I'm just going to check before, I'm going to ask the question before I shuffle. For those Virgos who are waiting to meet their soulmate, can you please guide me regarding time frame or transitions they need to look out for before they meet the person? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Grand Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? Six of Wands. So this is quite quick. It'll be actually quite soon. So basically, when you think about a hummingbird, hummingbirds are, they do the work. Those wings go a mile a minute, and then there is a sweet reward. So they're basically saying that there is good news coming towards you. This person, you will recognize this person pretty much straight away. Six of Wands can be in a position, or it can indicate that either you do something successful within your workspace, or you get a recognition at work. For example, you get, I don't know, if you've gone for an award, or you've done an exam to go to the next stage of your work, or you've just gone something. It's almost like you get some really good news first. But also they're indicating, they just asked me to really pull focus on this hummingbird's eye. So I'm just going to do that. I'll just show you before I look at that. Okay, if you're a keen photographer, then they're indicating that if you go on some sort of, I don't know what photographers do. Do you book yourselves on retreats, or do you book yourselves on sort of group outings with other photographers? Now, this is not going to be for all photographers, of course, but or all people, because not all people are photographers, but they're showing me someone who's got a very keen eye for photography. So you may be a photographer professionally, or maybe something that you're gravitating towards. If that's you, there's something in this message for you. They're indicating that you'll meet this person on a similar kind of either workshop or retreat or outing or something like that, where you take photos, okay? Also with it, they're giving me an energy of stepping out of your comfort zone, stepping into the limelight, as it were, or stepping into, basically, if you've been wanting love and you've not been doing anything about it, for example, like putting yourself out there. I know we're going through a major pandemic right now, so putting yourself out there, it's probably not the easiest thing to do, especially since you'll see someone with a beautiful pair of eyes and a mask, okay? So trust the vibes, though, that more important than, beauty. Beauty's, what do they say? Is it beauty is only skin deep or something? I'm not sure even what that sentence means. But I feel like it's more the soul energy that you're falling in love with this person. This person is very attractive, just like you, Virgo. But what they're giving me here is, it's almost like if you've been wanting love, but you've not been doing anything about it, maybe not putting yourself on apps or something like that, online dating, or going to groups or things like that. If you've been hiding yourself away, they're saying, no more hiding yourself away, Virgo. You're so beautiful. You're so full of wonderful light, and you should let that natural light show and glow. Don't hide yourself away. They want you to almost like peacock yourself. That's what I said right at the beginning. You're not someone who sort of shows yourself off or shows your work off. You're not someone who shouts about who you are, Virgo. So they're kind of indicating this person will help you feel really good about yourself, and you feel good about yourself all by yourself. Let me just keep reiterating that. But I feel like you've got to come out of a comfort zone, okay? In order to find that love. And we've got Two of Swords. Okay, Two of Swords and the Three of Swords. So they're indicating either you've gone through some sort of heartbreak recently, Virgo, or you've walked away from someone, and there's someone here who either keeps repeatedly breaking your heart, and you're still undecided about this person. Remember, your soul contract is to see anything that is not emotionally rewarding for you. So anyone who keeps continually breaking your heart, no matter how many times you give this person an opportunity to prove themselves, if they continually break your heart, Virgo, and you were so set on being with that person, you have to know that this person is repeating a pattern with you, and you need to walk away from the pattern, abandon the pattern, and then you will see clearly, okay, that either this person has commitment issues, or you've been gravitating, and please don't shoot the messenger when I say this, you've been gravitating towards someone who is emotionally unavailable or unapproachable or emotionally avoidant because you yourself have been avoiding a deeper commitment. Now, someone once said that to me, and I was like, hell no, what are you talking about? You're crazy. You're talking crazy talk. Okay, and they said, have you ever wondered why you keep gravitating towards people who are emotionally avoidant? Because deep down you know that they will never be available to really make a solid commitment with you. And I was like, what? And when I started to notice the pattern, when you see the pattern, and you're very intelligent, Virgo, when you see the pattern and you start to unpick things, we start to recognize where we ourselves are actually avoiding things by going for the wrong people. For example, the ones that we always feel are just out of reach, always just out of reach. We know they're out of reach. They're magnetic. We can't help it. We are always gravitating towards those people, which means there's something within ourselves that we're actually running away from. And, you know, I'm not here to give you card psychology, of course, but it's just something that has come up in this energy of these cards that has reminded me of that conversation. So with the Three of Swords, someone who continually hurts you, okay? Now, when you get a Three of Swords, it often can indicate rejection is God's protection and redirection. There's silver linings in walking away, okay, in natural departures, because there's something here about stalemate energy. There's you and a person who's at a stalemate. I'm not saying that this person is not your soulmate, Virgo. What I am saying is that you're in a pattern with this person, and this person is in a pattern with you of stalemate energy, nobody making it work. It's heartbreaking, okay? So until you notice the pattern, walk away from the pattern, then you open yourself up to choices. And then you give, it's almost like an ultimatum. You don't issue an ultimatum with anybody, okay? What you do is you honor yourself and say, I deserve better than this. I'm walking away. Then you give the other person an opportunity to see what it is to not have Virgo in their life. And then they either do one of two things. They go about their energy and do not change, and they decide to keep coming back and giving you the same old spiel, or they change their ass pretty quick because they don't want to lose you. Okay, Virgo? So just be mindful of that. If you've got stagnant energy with someone, stalemate, where nobody's making any moves, but each time you do come back together, it's always heartbreak. I'm going to pull another card on that because that is either you're meant to walk away from that. I'm going to ask the question. Either you're meant to walk away from that, or there has to be like a tower moment where you and this person, you have to be have an awakening. Okay? Because either way, otherwise you and this person are going to be like this forever. And forever is a long time, Virgo, and you are beautiful. You know, you missing out on true love would just be a real shame, because you bring a lot to the table. Okay? So I'm sending you out a huge hug there, Virgo. I know it's very difficult, especially the realization is very difficult. When I ripped that plaster off many years ago, my God, it hurt and felt very like I'm on shaky ground. Am I doing it? Of course you're on shaky ground, because you're releasing a pattern, something that's familiar, something that kind of made you feel safe. It's okay. They'll always come back and message, and we'll go through the same thing. And I'm getting attention from that person because I love that person. That's who I was. Okay. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Thank you so much. King of Cups, Scorpio energy, Nine of Wands, Wounded Warrior energy, the Hierophant, Ace of Pentacles. Exactly. So if there's someone you got a stalemate with, there is love here. Absolutely. But something needs to change, okay? There is love. The King of Cups says there is so much love here, but someone is withholding because they feel it is uncertain in their energy. You know, there's shark-infested waters here. This person's afraid to go deeper. They're afraid to be vulnerable because they've been hurt before. The Nine of Wands. So if you're at a stalemate with someone, it's not that you're issuing an ultimatum, but there has to be a lesson that has to be taught here, Virgo, which is you're not going to be just waiting forever for this person to evolve. So there has to be a catalyst for change. And the catalyst for change is your Eight of Water, walking away, because that in itself teaches you and them the lesson about higher level of commitment. Because when you are faced with a situation, because look at that, the Nine of Wands is a wounded warrior. True love is you know, it is worth the fight, absolutely. But if it's you that continuously gets ripped to pieces by all the thorns, Virgo, is it worth it? So what has to happen is change. So the Hierophant is knowledge, but it is also about someone who may be restricting themselves by walking away and sort of honoring yourself and putting yourself first, your needs first. You actually make this person really think about losing you, okay? Because if you're always there, Virgo, you're always there. It's always going to be the same. So just be mindful of that. And as soon as the knowledge has been learnt, the Hierophant is about a higher level of commitment, but it's also a teaching mechanism, okay? This is when you get taught and you're teaching someone. As you can see the owl there in the tree, and it's the tree of knowledge, the tree of life, the hard game of life. As soon as you do that, Ace of Pentacles, then it starts to grow from the very ground up. Then there is a solid foundation. Then they come towards you and make a solid offer. For those of you who are not at a stalemate with someone, maybe you're overcoming some sort of heartbreak and maybe wondering, you know, you're compromising when it comes to love sometimes. Maybe you always feel like you have to be the one that does all the legwork. You're always the one that gets hurt. You're always the one that kind of is hoping to build something solid with someone. Take a different approach, okay? What they're indicating here is that once you overcome this heartbreak or release this indecisive energy, then there is love coming on in. I mean, I have to say, they've got very strong Scorpio placements, okay? We've also, as I said, got a bit of a little bit Aries, Leo energy. We've got some Taurus, but there's a solid love relationship that is coming on in, okay? Something that is grounded, beautiful, that is rooted in honesty, dependability, loyalty. They actually give me the word diplomacy. So maybe that's something that's relevant. Anyway, there is love coming, so don't feel like you've been left out in the cold. But there's something here to process first, and it is about putting yourself forward first, okay? That is not a selfish act. And I will leave it there. I hope that's given, I mean, it hasn't given me a timeline. What it has given me is there's something to be over, there's some sort of wounding that needs to be overcome here first, okay? A higher level of commitment is available, but it is about opening up to vulnerability as well. Let me just go one more, because they just give me Eight of Wands, and I know we've got an Eight of Wands there. Can you give me a timeline for my beautiful Virgo? Don't leave them hanging. Can you have a timeline? Three of Pentacles. Okay, so it's not too far away. There's an energy here of either going to meet people in groups. I mean, I know it's difficult right now. We're all in a pandemic. But there's something here about rebuilding or mending something first, Virgo. So they're really indicating the same thing. Like, we got the wounded warrior here, so there's mending that is necessary. And as you can see, there's all like people coming together, or there's little two parakeets coming together to help this person build something, rebuild it solid, you know, stability. Maybe it's about building a stable life for yourself first financially, Virgo, before you open yourself up to love, or you gain some sort of reward, recognition, or some sort of teamwork gathering before you meet this person. So it is a slow energy, but that's only if you're mending something. If you've already mended something, I feel like it's coming in a little bit quicker than that, okay? So let's go to the wisdom of the oracle. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? What do they need to know regarding soulmate energy? How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. They just went read relationship message. Read relationship message. Okay, so I'm going to read the both actually, because it did turn up in the reverse, but they said read the relationship message, so I'm going to do that as well. Okay, I'll give you all, I want to give you an honest, balanced kind of energy of what came out there. They just said burrow deep, burrow deep. So, I mean, I can't imagine, Virgo, that right now that you're actually digging as you listen to this reading. Maybe burrow deep means dig deep for your emotions, or be open to vulnerability, or I'm not really sure. Burrow deep. Maybe you're reading those words as you're listening to me. Milk and honey. The taste of prosperity, opportunities born of authenticity, nurturing abundance, trusting that your needs will be met. Okay. So the protection message, you get that first because it came in the reverse. A nameless unease compels you to turn to pleasure and comfort as a means to escape what is really going on. It works in the moment, but only fleetingly, before the feelings return and you need to re-up until you're exhausted, feeling worse than ever before. You may continue struggling, or you may see the light and choose to surrender to spirit. Now is the time for practicing extreme self-care. If you can, do so before you engage in behaviors that later you'll regret. You're so loved and so cared for. Feel love and compassion for yourself. Turn your troubles over to the divine for healing. That's all that counts right now. I mean, Virgo, that is like perfect, okay? In terms of those who are currently still searching for a soulmate. It could also be that you're going through a healing process if you've met your soulmate as well, so both count. I'm going to go to the relationship message and give you that as well, because they did ask. Sensuality, connection, and I'll start again. Sensuality, connection, and I keep going to say compassionate rather than passionate. It's so weird. Sensuality, connection, and passionate romance between lovers. Sweet moments of understanding and love among friends and family are all here for you to savor now. Your heart's calling will be answered. Let your thoughts and feelings be sweet with gratitude, and you will be nourished with the honey of abundance. Okay, so you've got both messages there, which is unusual, but thank you so much for it, guys. But angels, can you please? Okay, we only got one. Angels are watching over you, so you're protected at this time, Virgo. What is meant for you will never pass you by, and if you're with your soulmate already, you will know that it is divine union. But your angels are with you. If you've got any issues or anything that you are working through, please call on your guides. They're with you every step of the way. Okay, often we forget that they're there, but they don't really intervene unless you're in danger, or unless you call out and ask them for help. Okay, it's really interesting. They're just indicating they're taking your arm, the right arm. I don't understand. My right arm's gone all cold. So if there's moments where you feel like, wow, this is quite a important, unique message. They're taking you by the arm. I don't know what that. Either you felt sometimes that there's a coldness on your arm from nowhere. It's coming from the right. Okay, is what they're giving me. The right hand side. It's the right arm. So if you felt moments where you're sitting down, you go, oh my gosh, it's gone really cold in this area. Your guides are with you. They're letting you know of their presence. I mean, it could be the left as well, I'm sure, but they're really indicating the right. So I'm going to go with that, okay? But you're protected at this time. Words like this. They went on the Two of Water. Beautiful. I'll pop that right there for you. I hope something resonates in this reading for you, my beautiful Virgo. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me. And also, if you'd like to be in with a chance to win a free personal reading, all you have to do is complete a task in the month of August. August is the month of completion, whether it's a bill that needs paying, cleaning out your garage or closet, or changing the battery on your light bulb or your fire alarm or whatever, because it keeps beeping. Whatever it is, complete it in the month of August at some point, because you actually change the energy and you raise your vibrations. You feel good that you've achieved something. So like attracts like, right? Also, if you could take some time to really enjoy your own company, whether it's sit in front of a movie of your choice with a glass of wine, cozied up on the sofa going, it's just me and my favorite movie. I mean, just really enjoy your own energy, or take yourself out to a gallery, or I don't know why they just said this, to the Science Museum, or wherever it is they want you want to go. Just really enjoy your own presence. You don't have to describe it to me or anything, or share it with the collective if you do not wish to, Virgo. Just put the words completed in the comments box below, and I'll gravitate towards one subscriber on the 27th of August. I'll upload the video of the person's name who has won it. I will not announce it any other way, so only in that video. Thank you so much, my beautiful Virgo. Love and light.